The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Manchester United against...
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So off we go then. Manchester United have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out...
It's Ibrahimovic! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
This time, surely! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Spain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Ibrahimovic looking to pass their way up the pitch. No way through. Cunha running with intent. Matches Cunha! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Kukçu. Baresi. And it's Kukçu. It's Ferdinand. Cannavaro. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
McTominay did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And he is deftly away.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. That's been drilled forward. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Matches Cunha. And here's Yamal. Yamal's cross. Tries a shot! Oh, good finish! They are purring, truly purring. Perfect placement, the one place, and that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Baresi making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Silvestre. That's Rijkaard. Cafu. Cross goes in there. Impressive jump. And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Spain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's Maldini. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Maldini. And that is a little undercooked. And this is Ibrahimovic. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That is a great pick out. He's picked his way through. Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. De Rossi. And it's Messi. Now it's Cruyff. Silvestre kept his eye on it, and he's there. Quarter of an hour played. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, well played. Cafu can clear it away. Bullet. Spain are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Cannavaro. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Maldini.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Hullet. Maldini gets the foot in and wins the ball. Cruyff conjures time and space where few can. Kukçu. Jordan Henderson. All the way back. Well played for Rijkaard. Cannavaro. Van Dijk. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now this could be a chance. Incoming to... Getting up there! Oh, the ball's... Oh, he's been... And again! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Cannavaro. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Jordan Henderson. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Real chance! And he's stuck it away. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Boca Juniors are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very...
Luis Suarez! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, super ball. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And it's Hullet, distributed tidily. Cannavaro. Now Van Dijk. And it's Rijkaard. Jordan Henderson. Hullet looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Rijkaard.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Cafu, who's set up one goal so far. Seedorf. It's Hullet. And he skips past his man, serves up a cross. And we've reached half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Cannavaro, looking for options for movement. Rijkaard. Cannavaro. More and more pressure on the ball here. Van Dijk. Played back to the goalkeeper. Ball's gone out of play. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Baresi completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed. He's having a shot! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That is he's having a hit! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Nakon Rachasima are looking to go forward now. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Space for him to turn and look. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's a promising position. He's got away. Neymar! Goal! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Nakon Rachasima are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Mateus. Spain are already two behind. Awful start. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Spain have their second corner now. They've played it short. Messi, very nicely done. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Spain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, good spread. Thuram is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Spain do have a chance to counter here. Well, played right into his path. That's good play. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And Hullet! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Hullet actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Tries a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
A case now of complete control. And it's Messi. He's picked his way through. Oh, nicely intercepted. Kukçu. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Kukçu stood his ground strongly. Nesta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Kukçu.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Ferdinand. And the pass is intercepted. Now, can they get him away? And he's picked out the run. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. More and more pressure on the ball here. Toure wins the duel this time. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Baresi making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Rummenigge. Great chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Messi. Well, that has not gone well. Cruyff. And here's Del Piero.
Del Piero really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Mbappe! It's fallen kindly here. Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
After 11 minutes is...
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Kukçu.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Quarter of an hour played.
Manchester always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Seedorf has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
It's a good foot in there. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Kukçu. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
And here's Schneider. Mbappe.
Seedorf. Rummenigge. Cruyff. Rummenigge. Now Seedorf.
Oh, it's a great ball here. Decent chance! And again!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That has been cut short.
Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, crack. He's having a shot! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? De Rossi can see things others simply cannot.
Maldini. Seedorf.
Baresi gets over and intercepts.
Kukçu.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Messi.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Maldini. Baresi.
Could be danger here. He's found a way through. Shapes to shoot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And he was quick to react.
Seedorf.
And it's Seedorf. Oh, a delicate chip through. That's put play to the danger. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Goals, goals and more goals. That's been the story of the half. The team separated by the tiniest of margins at the break.
And a quick announcement for the benefit of anybody who has found themselves a little lost today. Please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around this stadium.
So we're underway for the second half.
Miami can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Del Piero plays it short. Thuram. That is a brilliant interception. And this is Cruyff. Oh, nice touch. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Played into the... Getting up there! And a neat finish. They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Del Piero picks it up, tries a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Cruyff. Good take, and he's had a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. He's found a way past. Thuram.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Seedorf gives no quarter whatsoever. And that's a dangerous ball. Messi.
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Sneijder. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Mbappe. Can he get it through? That is a great pick out. Oh, and the shot! It's a goal! And again they hit the front.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Kupchu, nicely spread. Cannavaro is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. And that's definitely not his best. And it's Messi. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's been cut out, well played. Maldini. Tar. They get a throw in. This looks promising. Shot, surely! It's bounced back off the post. Pirlo. Ball played for Nesta.
Manchester really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And the shot! And a truly agonising miss.
Oh, that was so poor, a very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Cannavaro. Now it's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. And Messi!
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Good ball over the top. And yet another chance goes to waste.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
There will be 3
Rummenigge.
minutes added time.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Del Piero. Oh, that's nice. Goes for a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
Just a quick announcement.
Ibrahimovic voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Cannavaro reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide. Schmeichel claims it. Safe hands. Some good work on the right flank here. Cannavaro. And it's Cannavaro. Looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Eto'o. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Well read, nice interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lahm receives it in a wide position. Impressive job! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Schmeichel. Now Van de Ven. Quarter of an hour played. Mateus. Rodri. Nicely spread. Still goalless. And it's Rodri.
Portugal always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tower.
Gets his head on it! Goal! Portugal! And there is your opener. Certain, searing and imperious.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And it's De Rossi. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Schneider. That's a lovely, neat pass. Beckham is always looking to play quality balls. Nicely worked. Oh, they could be caught out here.
Miami are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Messi. Oh, played through for the wide man. That is a brilliant interception. He's given the time to pick a pass. Can he spark a counter here? Rodri. And it's Beckham. And he's forced to go back. For Lahm. Mateus. And it's Eto'o. Here's Rodri. Half an hour played now. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Ibrahimovic. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Van de Ven kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rodri. Kukçu powering forward here. Played out towards the right wing. And the finish! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Opts for safety. Van de Ven.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Alexander-Arnold. Well, that is one way to stop him. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe! Great chance! In he goes again! It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Kukçu. And the counter is on. De Rossi. Mateus. Rodri. Looking to play him in. He's found space here. Eto'o has it in a wide position. Messi, very much a man of... And for the first half, that is that. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
Miami really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. So once again, we're underway. Kukçu. And it's Schneider. And he cuts out the supply. Figo. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That is lovely. In towards the back stick. Oh, that's a fine interception. Maldini. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Cannavaro. And it's Messi. To De Rossi. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. Figo. Mateus. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Kukçu. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Maldini. And it's Schneider. So we've reached the hour mark. Mateus. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Portugal can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Oh, it's Van Basten. Played into space, and that is expertly dealt with. Maldini. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Now it's Kukçu. Now it's Schneider. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's there to get it away. Alexander-Arnold, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Van Basten.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he skips past his man. Oh, that's neat. Schneider. Maldini. De Rossi. Oh, that's delightful. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Looking for options for movement. Messi. Ball played for Kukçu. Oh, he's bustling through here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's Beckham. Into the last quarter of an hour.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Messi. Messi gets on his bike and on the move.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
No, it's come to nothing. Alexander-Arnold clears without hesitation. And this is Van Basten. It's played through for him. Bale. Lahm gets into a good position. Towering header! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Van Basten certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And it's Schneider. And he's picked out the run.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It's bounced back off the post. And he's straight offside. De Rossi. Now it's Mbappe. So just one extra minute for stoppages. And here's Van Basten. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. So what can they make of this? Messi. That's it. The referee says enough. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.